So word problems or applications of linear functions can get a little tricky. Here we're going to look at standard form type equations. So there's a lot of words. You can read it, blah, 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 blah. The most important thing when you get word problems is to identify the variables. You need to know what everything is so that you can actually substitute the variables in order to solve the answer and interpret whatever your solution is. So I always tell my students word problems should lead to word answers. If you keep that in mind, that's going to help you. So you can read this. I'm identifying variables. Here we go. X represents the number of tables produced. X is number of tables. I need that. Y is the number of chairs produced. Well, there we go. Y equals number of chairs. So luckily here, they actually give you the equation. Sometimes you're going to have to write it. But it says the linear equation that models the situation is 3x plus 7y equals 5,250. So we'll go back to the problem and kind of explain how this works. A production supervisor at a company finds it takes 3 hours to manufacture each table. That is why the 3 hours per table connects the 3 with the number of tables, 3x. So with that being said, the 7 is probably the number of hours it takes to manufacture a chair. Each chair takes, there you go, each chair takes 7 hours to manufacture. So there it is. So that's where those come up, and then you have your total of 50 hours. So the question is asking if 70 tables are produced. So that tells you something. Tables. They're telling you X is 70. Find the number of chairs. If you're finding the number of chairs is Y. So they're giving you X and you're solving for Y. 3 times 70 plus 7 times Y equals 5,250. And now we're just going to solve this to figure out what our Y value is. Minus 210. 7y is going to equal 5040. We're going to divide by 7, and we're going to get 720. It's a word problem. So 720 chairs. There you go. So once you identify the variables, write down what everything is. You have to solve and then interpret it. All word problems are pretty much the same. I'll have more videos explaining these different types, but the process is extremely important that you follow.